said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right, man. You got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Back to throw, it's Fox. Good timing on the quick out. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They'll run the option. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the...
There he goes! Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just...
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you, but let's see if this squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle it?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll go to the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn.
And those RPOs can confuse the defense, can cause a little bit of hesitation, and that hesitation was just enough. Hand it off, get the first down on third down.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. Picks up the first down. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run. Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Bringing it back. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Ducks! The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Dickens. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop.
Turning it on. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to fire to the left. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quick pass on the fly motion. Find some fresh air. It's a seam wide open. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Smith wants to throw. They'll run the screen. Plows through the defense. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Down to the 36-yard line, and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game change.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Rifles it down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Ducks will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So here comes the Auburn offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more. Breaks into the open. He's at the tip, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tiger.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring this one out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Offense with jumbo personnel. The play fake on first down to throw. On the run deep down the right side. Pulls in the deep ball. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. With jet sweep pass. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. There he goes. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. That's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that fourth down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They're looking for an advantage to the right. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. This crowd knows when to bring it. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Creates a little room. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. First and 10, they're down to the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. takes the handoff. It's Riggs.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
You got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to pass, it's Fox. Going for 6. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Quickly to the tight end. All kinds of room to the right. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Auburn. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Hicks. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Hicks. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Lost one deep down the right side. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's
He's going for it all. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Rhodes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, dude.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Throwing right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Oh, he wants it all. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Got it behind the line. It's Fox. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Hicks. Slithers into space. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. The give to the tailback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Wants to throw. It's Fox. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner is stopped. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Working that left side. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the catch at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Floating away. Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the two-point conversion attempt is stopped. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Riggs. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Hicks. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They're dealing with a second and long. Running it to the right. He'll get a fresh set it down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run.
Turning it on. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big.
And the defense on him, and he will go down, sacked on the two-point try. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He'll try to take it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Off play action on first down. On the move to his left. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the left. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's the give off the left side.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Fox. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed. Get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Fires one high and deep. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They go to the ground. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Making side adjustments here. Trying to get the edge on the right. Can't get him to the ground. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Makes the grab. It's Dickens. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to buy time. Throwing on the run. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Hicks. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat.
Well, there's something to be said for knowing on offense when the play is over. That guy didn't know that. That's a huge loss, and now they're right back to the line of scrimmage trying to go fast.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Running back searching for a hole. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. RPO. Throw to the right, looking for the first. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found...
Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And he's thrown another interception. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Ducks! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll run play action. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Taking it the other way. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes him.
He's got it at the 15. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from the senior quarterback. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pressure coming. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
To the air, it's Fox. Spits it out to the back. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. No